hear it again?
So its question is, so when a pattern is completely finished and you're waiting for the M to complete the second leg of the M, how do you know when that second leg of the M won't extend?
Um,
All right. So I'll show you where all of that happens, where the market can fool you. All right. Where the
Yeah,
market,
because I've been fooled a couple of times.
yeah, it's very tricky, and you believe like it's gonna cross, but it doesn't. Okay.
Right.
So the perfect opportunity for that. So let's go ahead and find a pattern. So for instance, we had a pattern here yesterday.
Yeah.
We had a pattern here yesterday, right? We had a pattern here yesterday. Um, Obviously, so you see all this resistance happening right here, right? So you try to ask yourselves, why didn't it keep on going up, and why did it pin this area? First of all, in the background, you see a sweet spot, right? You guys see the sweet spot that it hit? This sweet
Yeah.
spot, what is this sweet spot again?
It's level 1.
No, 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 no. What is the sweet spot for? I know some of you guys know.
Resistance?
Yes, sweet spot is a resistance, right? You guys know support and resistance?
Yep.
Sweet spots are resistance of the market maker. All right. These sweet spots are 25 pips away from each other. All right. 25 pips. So if you go ahead and measure this from here to here is 25 pips. I mean, that's 50 pips. This one from here. So if you see this, right? If you see in the background, there is a thicker gray line, right? These are like really high resistance areas, and these are 50 pips away from each other, but they're each sweet spot is about 25 pips from each other. You see that? You guys see in the middle it says 242.
Yeah.
That's 26 pips or 256 micro. You guys see that?
Yep.
Yeah.
All right, so you do not have to draw so many lines. Some of you guys probably learned support and resistance, and you probably drew a bunch of lines, right? You don't have to draw a bunch of lines. The strategy, all you got to do is use these, okay? You got it? So
Yeah.
the market tapped this sweet spot, which is pretty strong, and you notice that it's at the stop hunt box over here, right? So we're trying to look for an entry to see if there's a possible drop. The area of the zone where it usually has, you'll start to see the M, right? So right here, we're going to match it. You see this right here in this area? So going down here to our TDI, we are waiting for that M to cross, right? We are waiting for that M to cross. This is the area that you will get fooled right here, right? You're waiting, you don't know when it's gonna cross, and then all of a sudden it extends, right? That's what you're talking about, John, right?
Yes, exactly.
Right?
Yeah.
So the confirmations of that, because it can take out and zoom in on here. So when you're looking at this, your confirmation is to make sure that when you have that second leg, right? So our first confirmation is we're waiting for the M to cross. So obviously we have this right here, right? We're thinking that this is our M right here. You see that?
Yeah. That's it.
Right? But you also want to look at your price action and make sure it's below your 5 EMA. Your 5 and your 13 EMA will show you price behavior, right? Want to see how it interacts with this yellow EMA, okay? So you want it to close underneath, right? Notice how it pins. Notice like right here, it goes down, but it's actually a pinning action. You see that pinning action against the 13?
Uh-huh.
That pinning action, you got two of them, right? Pinning action saying is not ready to drop. Muted and just mute yourself. You guys got it? You guys know how to unmute yourself? Just go ahead, swipe left or the space bar. So do you guys understand that part?
Yeah.
Yes, I understand.
Okay,
Uh,
this is very very important. You need to understand, right? You can't just use TDI and enter. You need to look at your candles and see if it closes below your 5 EMA, right? And how it interacts with this 13, right? You want to see how the behavior is around there, right? This right here was not really a close. It closed. If this candle closed like right here, it's more of an opportunity for this to drop more. And you'll probably see here. You probably see here on TDI that it's more. It would be more divergent, right?
Okay.
You will have
uh,
this right here a lot right here. You see that? It went down, right? But it went back up. That's because of this pin. So you have to watch that, right?
Okay. I get it.
So if it goes down and it pins, just take your profit because it's not going to keep going. Guys,
Oh, that's good to know.
if it pins it,
so
do not continue it. Just get out. So right
But
here,
Leonard, I have a quick question. So that's the 15-minute chart, right?
yeah, this is the 15. You can go to the 5, which is even more of confirmation. Let's go ahead and go to the 5. I'll show you.
Well, I got another question, Leonard. But we wouldn't have entered yet, right? So we wouldn't have gotten
No.
out to take profit.
No, I wouldn't have entered.
Right. Okay. That's why.
And
Some people, if you're really good with the strategy, would have took an entry right here.
Oh, okay. I got you.
All right. Some people that are good will see, oh,
No.
pin this
Yep.
high. Let me take a sell, and they probably would have took it right here and got that. That's probably
Oh, I see. Yeah, that makes sense.
oh, at the sweet spot.
yeah. So that pip value, you would have got like 15. That's like 15, 30 pips.
Okay, so the thing is when it went up and hit that, so when we see it go up and hit the sweet spot and it's pinning, chances are it's going to go the other direction
Yep. Especially
because of the pins.
yes, especially when you have a pattern form.
So
Right.
that's the
Gotcha.
resistance. Which one was the support you said?
This is your sweet spot. You see this gray?
Yeah, I see.
That's a sweet spot. Notice that there's not that many. You only have they're 25 pips apart from each other.
Oh, so those are both the support and resistance?
Yes. So support
Okay.
and resistance. Support and resistance for those that are new, right? Some of you guys might not know this, right? When support and resistance, okay? If there's a line, a support and resistance. All right, let me bring the whiteboard. Let me take out the whiteboard to explain this. Everyone good tonight? Everyone good?
yeah.
Tired?
Before you bring continue with the whiteboard. So you know how you were showing us that pattern right there, right? That pretty much it wasn't ready. We could have also looked into the one. We could have also looked at the 1 hour to confirm
Yes.
that it wasn't time to enter yet, right?
Yes. You want to use all your time charts. So when you're entering a trade, you want to make sure, like you'll see it in the 4 hour, but you start away, right? You see the big picture like a globe, right? You see the whole world, but you're slowly going in, right? So you see the big picture, then you zoom in. If the 1 hour is looking like it's gonna cross, it's oversold, right? Sell. Okay, it looks like it's ready on the 1 hour. Let's zoom in more. It's not yet ready because it's not, it still needs to be oversold a little bit to turn. And then when it's there, then you go to the 5 minute to get a closer entry, and then you're looking for an entry from there.
Is that how you approach all your trades?
Yes.
Excellent. Very good. Okay.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Hey, Leonard, also on your support and resistance, how many touches to your support and resistance is to you actually put like a support line or resistance line there?
We do not draw support and resistance in this strategy. So that's why I want to bring this up. So hold on. So support and resistance is a style of the retail trader. I used to do it. All right. So for those, you guys are probably familiar. Support and resistance, okay? Support and resistance. Well, let's just go over what support and resistance is, okay? Probably be good if I even had a. Okay, yeah. Let me go ahead to the chart. This is easier on the chart to do. But I'm gonna get a blank chart. All right. All right. Where's the blank chart? Okay. All right. Support and resistance. Any of you probably learned this way, right? A support and resistance. Okay. Let me go ahead and drag that. Support and resistance, right? You guys see like areas of support where it just stops and starts pinning that area.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You see this right here? It goes up and pins it. You guys see that?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Now this, what is this then? If you're going from the underside, this is a resistance. Right?
Yeah.
It's resisting from going up, okay? Now if I move this line down here, and it starts pinning this, what is this?
Support.
That's support. Yeah.
Support. That's all support and resistance is, okay? That's the basics, right? You do not have to draw support and resistance. You do not have to draw 1,000 lines in this system, right? I used to do it like that, like one here, one here, one here. That strategy does not work, okay? You need to erase your mind. You need to erase your mind from the retail trading because this is a totally different strategy and it will open your mind and it's crazy what you will see, okay? You need to be open to the strategy, right? It's not that difficult. It's a transformation to understand, all right? It took me, I had to get rid of I used to trade the retail trader style with trend lines and all that and support and resistance, Fibonacci's and all that. I had to get rid of all of that and open my mind in learning something new. You guys need to do the same thing. You guys need to fight that because it'll mess you up. It'll mess you up if you keep to the old style of the system, right? It's just like if you're joining another team, right? You're not gonna run the same plays as your old team. It's a completely different system. You guys understand that?
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. And in regards to support and resistance, your new support and resistance are these sweet spots. See it? It's already drawn out for you, right? These sweet spots are what market makers use. They like these areas of support and resistance.
Upstairs.
Notice you see all this right here, right? Look at this. If you look at all the gray, support, right? To see other times that it hit it. Right here, you got a support. Right here, look at this dark gray one. The dark gray ones are very powerful, right? Not the dotted ones, the dark gray ones. You see that?
Yeah.
You guys see that? All right. But use that, right? You're gonna use that. It's pretty slow. It's lagging. So you have any questions on support and resistance?
You can use that. You can use that as a guideline to make a nice entry point, right?
Yes. But it's one indication of knowing if it's going to turn, right?
Oh,
But
what template is that?
this template is what we have. You don't have this template.
Oh,
Yeah, you don't have this template yet. All these templates this template will be released in November.
okay, cool.
All right.
So Leonard, I have another
so there's
question
other-
along with that.
We have,
Sorry, I couldn't hear you. Give me one second. Hold on, I can't hear you. Give me one second. Can you repeat that? You guys can hear me clearly?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
whoever was that, it was kind of like robotic. Go ahead and repeat it. Go ahead and repeat it. Whoever was saying something.
I think it was Alejandro.
Alejandro, you got a question?
Yeah, I kind of just lost my train of thought. Somebody else was talking.
My goodness.
Yeah, so you on dial-up.
Hey, go ahead and
I
type
kind
it
of
out.
lost my train of
Type
thought.
it out. Type it out. Go ahead and type it out. I'll take the next question.
Okay, well, I have a continuation of that question I had. Okay, so we have this on our platform, but how do we transfer that over to our phone if we're trading from our phone since we don't have sweet spots on our phone? Do we just not use that indication?
Your brain will be the indication.
Okay,
These are all training wheels.
gotcha. Yep,
You're welcome to use the training wheels, right? But when you learn this strategy, it's easier, right? When you go on the phone, you can spot these with your eyes.
gotcha. Okay,
All right.
Wow.
These are all training wheels. You can spot this with your eyes. It's real easy.
okay,
All right.
Yep.
So these are vertical, or no, horizontal support and resistance, right? But there's many types of resistance. Our EMAs are resistance areas that we use too, right? That's why we have the EMAs. You see how so that's the basic concept of resistance. How does it interact with that EMA or that sweet spot or
the Bollinger Band.
the Bollinger Band? That's support and resistance. Is it getting supported or is it being resisted, right?
Gotcha.
That's the
Yep,
basic,
understand.
that's the basic concept of trading of support and resistance. You guys understand that?
Yes.
So to try to like deep down, so when you guys are thinking about this support and resistance, right, you want to think of give me 1 second, better way to make this understand.
Roof and floor.
What was that?
The roof and floor. So like the ceiling and the ground.
Yes. So pretend this is a brick wall, right? Pretend that's a brick wall, right? The market sees a strong, and then just imagine this is like a big magnetic field or something, okay? When you see pins to it, it's saying that I can't go. There's a big strong force in this area. All right? There's a big strong force in this area and I am not ready to go. That's what these pins tell you. You see this? 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah.
Right? What does that look like?
Pile of wood.
As a pile of wood, right? When a market works an area more than 30 to 90 minutes, right, it will most likely turn around. And if you look at TDI, this is probably an M. This is an M pattern, and it's probably a divergent M. Does that make any? You guys make any sense?
Yes.
All right.
Yeah.
So it's the opposite. So if you just go on the bottom right here, right? You have the same thing, right? You have give me 1 second. I kind of covered it up. So it's the same concept here on the bottom, right? You got a support right here, right? This is a support. It's not a resistance because it's getting supported. You see all this pinning action?
Yeah.
If you see this going down, what's his name likes to call it liquidity zones too. It's like a liquidity zone, right? So if you see this a lot of pinning, it's meaning like I don't like that area. This is a good area to try to see if you can buy, right? Because this should give you clues of, oh look, it's pinning the low, it's pinning the low, it's pinning the low. Then it does this and it just gets out of there, right?
But Leonard, do we look for like long pins, or because sometimes the candle will have a little tiny pin.
The longer the pin, the bigger the
Chance of turning around.
the resistance. Look at these
Okay.
pins.
Yeah. Okay.
Look at this pin. Look at this pin. Look at this pin. Look at this pin down here. Look at this pin down here. Look at this.
Oh yeah.
Okay. These spikes like these, right? Do not count this because that's just a fake out. There's no way pins are that long.
So how do you know when it's gonna turn?
That's what when it's gonna turn is when you use TDI, but you cannot guess the turn. That's why I teach you guys how to draw patterns out.
Oh, okay, I see.
I only trade the patterns, right? So my methodology of this is that you have to find the map, right? Many of you guys probably heard this, right? The former students. In order to get the treasure, you need to find the map, right? Without the map, how are you going to get the treasure?
Right.
Right? So the map is your harmonic pattern, right? Do not trade if you do not have a pattern, because that's what the market makers want you to do. They'll start to do this stuff, and they're just trapping you and grabbing contracts. They're just grabbing contracts here, and then they do their real move and then do what they want, right? But if you know where the map is, right, just like this one, let's go ahead and draw another one out. 1 second.
Leonard, remember that previous pattern you drew on that same one?
Yeah.
This would have counted too, right? 'Cause remember how you said it pretty much wasn't ready. So the new pattern would look like this.
The pattern,
Hold on, let's see if I can draw.
the pattern extended. Exactly. The pattern extended and was not ready. That's why it arose. You see that?
Yeah.
That's where
Yeah.
that's where I got. You guys saw my account last night. I got all the money right here.
Damn.
You got to be patient with the strategy. Don't force the strategy. All right. So you see
Yeah.
that? What kind of pattern was that?
Oh, it was was it a bearish Gartley?
Yep.
Safety trade.
That's bearish Garley safety trade, but a safety trade is usually lower, like in this
What
area.
does it mean? What does it mean, safety trade, by that?
A safety trade means that it's safe to trade because it's going away from the peak. This peak up here. See this peak up here? This is the peak, right? A safety trade is when it indicates like it's not going to go up, and this is just going to go down hard. It's just safe to trade. It's going to go in one direction.
Oh, okay.
Got it? So it's the same thing as a Gartley pattern. A Gartley pattern, right? The second leg does not overpass the first leg. Does not. You see how this one respected his first leg? You guys see that?
Yes.
Yeah.
So when you see that, that is a 95% chance and a big drop. And look at our big drop.
Dang.
So Leonard, here's my question. I think this is what I'm looking for. So the second leg, see how it extended? Now, would the TDI would have told us that it wasn't ready on that first rise right at the end?
Yep.
Okay. See, that's what I was wondering. How do I know that it's not gonna or it will extend? So I find that out from the TDI.
Yeah, you're gonna look at your TDI, and then you're gonna see how far is it from your 70 RSI. How high is it on your RSI? That tells you a lot. So if this is like in the 50 or 60, right, on the RSI, it's not even close to being towards the top, right? So there's more chance for it to go up more. So you have to put that in your mind, like, I'm not at the roof yet.
Oh, so
You
when
can
there's
also-
I'm sorry.
I think you can also tell like Leonard said before by looking at the candles.
Yep. But you will use your TDI will tell you a lot, right? It'll tell you a lot if it's ready or not, right? So when you use going back to this, besides this bearish pattern right here, I wanted to draw another one out. Give me 1 second.
So you only trade like big patterns?
I go for bigger patterns. Why am I going to try a small? Why would I want to do a small pattern and, why would I want to waste my, okay, you got a pattern right here, right? You can get the money that you want. I'm just showing you there's patterns everywhere, right? You can get this pattern. You can get this pattern right here. Look, there's a small bears right here and it dropped a little, right?
Yeah.
But I'm not going to go for that much. I'm going for the big boy.
That's awesome.
That's when you become really selective. You want to be selective in your trades, right?
Yeah.
That's a small fish. I'm not going to mess with the small fish.
So then you just go to the 1 hour and look for the big pattern, and then
Yes, I will try to see if a pattern or a possible bigger pattern will be forming. I do not trade. I do not force a trade. I do not force a pattern, right? It'll pop out at you. It'll say, I'm here, right in front of your face. Once you start to draw these patterns out, right, it's embedded in your head, right? I can scroll back on you. I can keep on drawing patterns. That's how fast my mind is now. Like I can just see it. It's easy. And so if I don't have that indication, like here, I'm here, then I'm forcing that pattern, right? And you don't,
Yeah.
you do not want to force that. It's easy. It'll pop out at you. It's like when you see a big fish come out of the water, you know? Oh, there it is.
But the thing is like, okay, so when we're watching the market move, okay, so we might see the first leg form, then we're going to kind of predict that the second leg might form, and then we watch it to fill in.
Exactly. So you try to
Okay.
predict. So
Got it.
when we send the signals, we are doing a prediction. And if it
Right.
does go in that, if it does hit that zone, right, there's a big possibility that it completed that pattern and then it will drop or go up.
Got it. But we find when we back test, we just find patterns to practice finding patterns.
Yes. When you're drawing patterns is because you need to know your brain.
What they
needs
look
to
like.
know- Your brain needs to know what a pattern is before you
Uh-huh.
can even predict.
Gotcha. Okay. Very
Okay.
good.
Does that make any sense?
Yes. Thank you
Yup.
for that.
Okay, hold on. Let me redo this one right here.
They're everywhere. Crazy.
So, template or blank. Right. So so for instance, there's this pattern. You have a bullish pattern right here. Right. This one's like easy, just pops in your mind. Hold on. Right there. Right. We got a first leg. And then we got a second leg here, right?
Yeah.
So the map, right? I'm waiting for this to complete, right? But I'm also, this goes down. And that mostly all your patterns, you are going to have a bullish in the middle to help form the bigger pattern, which is the bearish. See that?
Yep.
Oh yeah, I see
Okay.
it.
A big bullish pattern is telling me that, right, it will move the market the opposite way, right? So in my mind, it's like, oh, this sucker, this guy is trying to meet this whole drop. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Right? It needs to make a big pattern in order to move the market, swing it the other way. If this was like a little baby one, if I had a little baby harmonic like that, right? Do you think this little boy is going to make the market go up?
No, I understand. Yeah, you're right.
Right?
Yeah.
This little baby bullish is not going to move the market, right? And this going to probably go up and then it probably drop. You know what I mean? But this guy right here can move the market, right?
Dang.
So in my mind, I am going to, like, once this turns buy, I can hold it long and just keep following with stops until it's ready to drop again and see how high it goes to the left.
Yeah, I see a big bearish pattern right there too from those two peaks.
And then look at this right here. The reason why it went up. The reason why it went up is because we have a, dang, what's going on with my mouse? The reason why it's going up, right? The reason why it's going up is because we have a bullish pattern.
Oh.
That's how I got my trade tonight.
Oh, I
That was
see.
really big. Wow.
You guys see that?
Yeah, yeah.
It's ugly though.
It is ugly, but it's still a bullish pattern.
Wow. Yeah, because I draw some out and they look really ugly and I'm like, I don't even know if it's valid, but
Yep.
so.
Yeah, they're not all exactly the same, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Yep. So like that's how you do that. So once you find the map, right? Once you find the map, this marks the zone of where I'm going to get my shovel and start digging. Right? What do I use to start digging, guys? The
TDI.
TDI, that's when TDI comes in, right? That's when I use my TDI, and my TDI are all the tools I need to find that treasure here, right? The TDI is your shovel, is your pick, is your jackhammer. It's everything you need in order to find that treasure. That's the only time that you ever use TDI. Do not use TDI here. Do not use TDI here. You don't need to use TDI here, okay? You only use TDI once you mark the X and the spot of where the gold is.
Wow.
Right
That's
here.
good.
Right here is the only part that you're gonna try to see. This is the only areas that you're gonna use TDI.
Uh, I have a question.
Yeah.
So let's say that I saw that bigger bullish that you drew out there on the 1 hour, and then I try to enter it, like I see it completed, and then I go to the 15 minute. It would be at the 30 on the TDI, just like the 1 hour, or like kind of confused on that, because sometimes I go to the different time frames and it's different. Like
Yes, it's completely different. You
okay,
want that 1 hour. You want that 1 hour almost to cross that signal line or near it. If it's nowhere near it, don't even trade it because it's not ready.
okay,
You wait till that 1 hour is ready to move and it's pointing in that direction, and then you start zooming. Does it make sense?
yeah, makes sense.
You're talking about the TDI on the 1 hour?
Yes, they're all yes. TDI. I always look at TDI to see if that's even ready. If it's not ready to turn, and it's not doesn't even look like it's gonna cross signal line, I'm not even gonna go.
Gotcha. Smart.
Yeah.
Um, is there any other other questions that you guys want? There's a lot to this. See, the more basics of the more basic knowledge that you have of forex, the strategy is easier, right? Because just think about like in order to go to college, you know all the little stuff to help you push through it. You have to know that stuff, right? You cannot learn it just by drawing patterns and then using TDI.
Hey,
It
Leonard,
becomes difficult. Yeah.
how do you determine your take profits?
Your take profits, you're gonna use your EMAs. You can use your EMAs, or you can even use TDI. As TDI approaches your Bollinger Band, right? Approaches your Bollinger Band or your Liquid 50 or your signal line, that's when you can determine. But when you use your EMAs tell you a lot too. So your EMAs right here. So let's say, let me see an entry, right? Your take profit zones are like when it reaches a lot of it is your 200 and 800 or your 50. You want to see how it responds to those. So this big spike right here, I am looking for like near the 200 or the 200 or the 800, or you can use your sweet spots, right?
Okay.
So you're using your EMAs for like take profit zones, and but also your ADR high. ADR high doesn't show. It doesn't go back this far. It only shows for present day. But the market will either hit this, right, depending on what you're predicting. So if I'm predicting this market can go up here, give me 1 second. This market can come up here, right, and meet this right here. Or it can also, right, it can also go up higher and meet up here, right? Going up here is more of a prediction that's more valid because you see a zone right here. You see that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So your take profit zones can if it does go up, continuing, you got two take profit areas. One right here, take profit 1 and take profit 2. But it's just up to you.
Okay. Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah.
right?
And do you recommend to always say your stop losses in front of once you're in profit?
Yes. Why are you gonna give that up? Would you rather have $1 or a negative dollar?
Yeah, actually, no, I always do that, but it's just I would say,
Yeah, you gain yourself $100. Why would you want to sacrifice that 100 that you just gained and give it back?
yeah, I feel you.
Right? So when you're following with stops, you are going to follow. When you follow with stops, I usually hide behind the EMAs because it's a resistance, right? If it gets past an EMA, most likely of it going back down and getting it is unlikely. And if it does, then it's a good stop. It's a good stop. You stop me out. It's good. You know what I mean?
So Leo, I got a question. Well, it's more like kind of like if a comment or something like that. So of obviously, I've been practicing on the demo, right? And I always follow with stops into when I'm into, in profits.
Uh-huh.
And like you said, I do the same thing. I put a stop loss, on the EMA. So sometimes, like I said, it's a like a little resistance, right? And I feel like I've always made that mistake. Like every time I get stopped out, I try to re-enter.
If you're no, you're that's emotions, man.
Yeah, right. That's when motion's kicking. I haven't done that. It's been a while since I've done that, but
Yeah,
I
yeah.
remember I used to do that a lot.
Okay. The only time you're gonna buy in is if you're sure that it's gonna go up. But that takes time to really understand, right? If you're like, oh, they're just playing with me, right? This sucker is just gonna go up. They just wanted to stop me out. Then you can buy, right? But if you're just trying to feel like I'm gonna get my money back, you're gonna lose all your money.
Damn.
And see, that's one thing I used to do was like once I saw that
You gotta, you
the
gotta, you gotta think about it. This is $1 trillion industry. You don't think they hire psychiatrists to try to fool you? They know ways of how to get your money. It's a psychological game, right? They know how to reel you in. There's a science behind all this. All of this is just footprints of their science on how to get you. Consolidation is all fake outs to try to trap you, trapping a whole bunch of people. It's a mentality thing, right? The market is not live but when it starts moving, you start like, oh shoot, it's going. Oh shoot, it's going. You know what I mean? But look at this one right here. 1, 2, 3, and it goes up. This is called a swipe. 1, 2, 3. They swipe down three candles. 1, 2, 3. Then they go the opposite way. Number 3 is a market maker strategy that fools your mind. Because why 3? Because people commit after 3. It's just a psychological thing. Look at this. 1, 2, 3. A little 4, and then they go up. They go the other way. 1, 2, 3. Then they go the other way. It's all over the place. Sometimes you have 4. Sometimes you have 3. This one was 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And it went the other way.
Oh, that's crazy.
That's how this is, because this right here makes you feel like you're missing something big, right? And then they'll just reverse on you real fast.
That's incredible.
Try to take everybody out that thought it was going up. But, all it was a stop hunt to take all of you guys out, right? Get scared, and then look what they do. I'm going to get out of there real quick so you can't catch me.
When they get out of there real quick, they're throwing a lot of money into the market. Is that what it is?
No, they're taking your money.
Well, okay. I see what you're saying.
They're like burglars. Let me take all your money, and then you can't catch me. You're too late. I'm already up here.
I gotcha. Yeah.
Any other questions? There's a lot to this strategy, but we are coming with the training to help you guys understand everything, right? So you're more knowledgeable and more confident in your trade. The more knowledge that you know, the more confident you will be in your trade. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yes.
and Leonard,
Yeah.
do you think it's okay to be confident, like comfortable, or is it good to always have that like second guess?
No, you got to be analytical.
Okay.
All your trades should be analyzed. It's not based on emotion. If the confirmation is not there, TDI doesn't tell you, right?
Uh-huh.
You do not ever go based on feeling. Right? These indicators help you from trading with feelings. Right?
Yeah.
They're your tools to keep you away from all those.
Yeah, Mama has
You got any other questions? Anyone else want to like any basic? So let me bring this up. So if I wanted to put a trade in here, right? If I wanted to put a trade on this platform, so you'd go like new order, right? I believe you guys went over this over the phone, but on the platform, you can put your volumes right here, your stop loss.
Oh shit! I'm sorry, I'm losing guys.
You can put your stop loss, your take profit, and this your market execution means that it happens at that time. Pending order, you have a buy limit. Okay, what a buy limit is that the market, right? And when I put a buy limit, for instance, I put a buy limit. Give me 1 second. Say for instance, I put a buy limit like right here, right? Oh, let's do a real. So let's put a buy limit. Okay, I'm gonna put a buy limit right here. You guys see that? You guys see that? Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, I see it.
Okay,
Red line you put?
I put a line right here
To the far right.
to the far right, right? I put my order in this area for a buy limit. A buy limit order is when it comes down, right? And then it pops up. That first one is a first trigger. The second one is the confirmation for that trigger, and it'll activate.
And put you in the market.
It puts you in the market. That is a buy limit order. Okay, a buy limit order. It must come down, hit it, and then it comes back up and it'll activate. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
A sell limit, if it was up here, I'm predicting that it's going to hit this wall, right? I'm going to hit this wall, and then it's going to come back down. And then I'll activate my sell limit. That's what it is, okay? A buy stop is basically, a buy stop order is basically just putting it right here. And once it goes up, the market goes up and hits it, it activates. It doesn't have it, once it hits it, it activates. Only one pass. So it's the same thing as a sell stop, right? It's the same thing as a sell stop. If I put it down here and the market goes down, it'll activate. So how I use these, right? How I use these is very powerful. I don't want to wait for the market and I know it's going to go up, right? And it's down here, right? I'm going to put a buy stop order right here. Whenever it wants to go up, right? I don't have to wait for it. I know you're going to turn, right? When you eventually turn, I just put my order in. I didn't miss it at all because I wanted it to activate right here. And then I caught this. I don't have to be on the market 24/7, right?
Yeah.
That's how you use those orders. It's powerful if you practice your pending orders. And sometimes I'll put my pending order right behind. So let's say I would put a pending order like right here. Right, it comes up. Over here, I'm looking for the drop. I am looking for it. I would put a pending order behind an EMA because if it breaks an EMA, I know it's going to go down, right? So if I was waiting for this whole thing to drop, right, and I see my 50, I am going to put a pending order. I am going to put a pending order right below this 50 because it breaks it. Now I know you're really going to go there. That's how I caught this trade yesterday. I put a pending order.
Pending order as in sell stop?
Yeah, I put a sell stop order.
Leonard, I have a question with that. What if that particular candle like spikes down? Does it trigger your order but doesn't close below the 50?
Yep, it'll once it touches it triggers. So you better. That's why I place it behind the EMAs because I don't want no pinning action.
Gotcha.
I want to
So
confirm.
it won't pin
confirm
past the EMA?
Remember, if it goes past the EMA, that's a strong confirmation that it's going to go in that direction.
Right, if it closes though, right? Not if it just pins.
Yes, that's why I placed my order below it.
Right, so what I'm saying is, what if it comes down and like just pins past the 50 but doesn't really close past it? Or will it not do that?
It'll still activate it.
Oh, it will, okay.
Yeah, it is. Once it touches it, it activates.
Okay, got it.
On the sell stop though, right?
Yes.
On the sell limit, it would have to have two confirmations, like a two thing.
Yeah, for a sell limit. Obviously, I'm not gonna put a sell limit on this one because
Yeah, you're above it.
yeah, I'm above it already.
Yeah.
I'm only gonna put a sell when it's up here. It'll go up and then bounce and then go down.
Now you could put a buy limit in.
Yeah, I could have put a buy limit here if I think it's gonna go up,
Right.
right?
Yep,
But-
I understand.
But I didn't think when you draw the patterns out, right?
Right,
Why-
you're finding that map.
Why I wouldn't put a buy on there? Because look at this. I have a very strong bullish pattern. I mean bearish. So I'm not going to even go for the buy. Why am I going to go for the buy?
Right. Yep. Makes sense.
Too much?
No, it's
No,
good.
no.
It's real good.
It's good.
Any other questions?
I actually have another question. So I see a lot of the divergent M's and W's, and they like go all the way down. Could you
Powerful. Divergent M's and W's are powerful.
Yeah, I'm looking right now at the RSI and I'm seeing I was wondering like I know you take your profit at the EMAs, but is there some way to like catch all of that?
Yeah, you just follow with stops and just
Oh,
like
okay.
you just like creeping up, like you move, I move, you move, I move, you move. And so it's kind of like a game, right? You're walking a dog stops, you stop. You're trying not to get tagged. Once you get tagged, I lost the game.
Yeah, I have one more question. That liquid 50 on the TDI, that's the same as the 13 section?
They kind of work in relation, but they don't try to think that way. But they do are almost in the same area.
Okay, yeah. Cause
What was that? The 50 and the 13 EMA?
Yeah, this red one and this green one.
Yep.
Yeah, because I'll see it sometimes pass on the TDI, but it doesn't close on the price action. On
Yeah,
the
yeah. So that's why you have to make sure it confirms on the price action too.
Okay.
Right. See, look at this right here. This is inducing. This is a swipe. 1, 2, 3, and then it went down. Like if you see these, these are called an acceleration. They'll accelerate and then drop. But yeah, boom, 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 and then it'll drop.
Where are you pointing that out? I don't see it.
Yeah, is the screen frozen or something? It's not moving.
Okay, hold on.
I
Yeah,
think
you
it
got that
froze.
little window open.
Yeah, hold on. Can you see my whiteboard?
No.
No, not yet.
Let me know when you see the whiteboard.
Yeah, I see it.
Yeah.
All right, I'll go back to the thing. It does this sometimes. You see the screen again?
Yeah.
Yeah, see it.
Okay, so this right here. You see this right here?
Yeah.
Yes, that's it.
You see this right here? This is 3 swipes. This is very big candle, right? This is called an acceleration. It's called a trend acceleration. They'll try to hurry. This will make you feel like you're missing something. 1, 2, 3. It does like a hammer kind of, and then it drops.
Wow.
Number
There's a
3.
big-
Number 3 is number 3 or 4 is very strong. Look at this one again. We got 1, 2, 3. We got a hammer here, and then a drop.
So they get you all excited that you're missing something, and then you jump in, then they grab your money.
Yep, because right here, is when a lot of people will enter. A lot of people will enter right here, because 1, 2, 3 is a confirmation for many people psychologically to enter a trade. Wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Wouldn't you want to enter a trade when it does that?
Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
right? 1, 2, 3. That you're like, oh yeah, this sucker's gonna go through the roof.
Hey, on Leonard,
Yeah.
can you go back to that clean chart that you had before you went on this one?
Yeah.
Nice, Chris.
1 hour blank. Yeah.
And you see that trade that you say you took? Was it today or?
Yeah, I took it earlier. Like,
You see that sun at the top?
yes, this one.
Yeah, you see that first drop, and then we're like kind of retested that gray sweet
Okay.
spot. See,
Yeah.
you can do. Would you say that would be like a good entry point? Like, say if you missed that first drop.
Yes.
Yeah, I know.
All right.
This is a pullback.
Yeah, I feel you.
That's a pullback. They're just pulling back, trying to take these guys out, trying to scare them. No, I'm not going down.
Yeah, and that's where they get most new traders.
Yes, yes. That's where they get. This is where they scare you. Like, no, I'm not going down. I'm going up. But the indication. Look at these long pins.
Yeah, 3 pins.
You got all these. You got pins over here too. You got pins,
No, yeah.
pins here, pins here. These should throw red flags at you. Like I got a chance to, especially this. Look at this. 1, 2, 3. This is strong. So look at your pins. It pushes away from it.
What's one thing that you look for that tells you that there's exhaustion in the market where it's gonna start switching directions?
This right here. You see this? It's slowing down.
Yeah, it's like choppy.
It's consolidating, right? It's consolidating. To have more contracts.
Yeah.
Go the other way and do this. This is London session. This is Asia session. This is probably Asia session that happened. I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure. I'm pretty sure this was Asia session. Asia session is only to grab contracts. The strategy is actually for London, right? A lot of you guys sleep during London. The strategy is actually for London.
Yeah, my thing is kind of hard to stay up for London because I'm on the east side.
Yeah, I'm just telling you guys the strategy is for London.
Yeah, because when I used to be in California, it was a lot more easier.
I'm out here in California.
You remember that time I messaged you the last time that we should meet up? I was in San Bernardino.
Oh, to be honest, man, there's a lot of people that message me. I can't remember.
I was down there in January.
Oh, in January, man.
Yeah.
I don't remember. I have to look back at my text. There's a couple of people that wanted to meet me out here.
No, yeah, for sure.
But yeah, I live in Cali, so 11 p.m. my time, like 2 hours from now, the market will start moving and start dancing from 11 to 2 a.m. It'll start.
Yeah, like, for example, I stay. Sometimes I do stay up for London. Like we really don't see movement. Like once they see the big moves happening,
Yeah. My
it's
brain.
hard. But it's hard though. But we be catching those pips though.
Yeah. So what you do is just sleep like 2 hours and then wake up.
Yeah, that's what I would do. Usually, like when we do Asia, like we hit that 8:30 reversal, and then I think like 9, 10 o'clock, another movement happens in Asia.
Yeah. You don't
And
necessarily.
that's pretty much it. And then that's when like I actually take a nap. I take a nap like at midnight
Yeah.
and
But
wake up again like 2:30 in the morning.
it's not only in London. You can get it in the morning in New York. So the market usually slows down around like my time, around like 11 a.m. 11 a.m. the market will start slowing down, and then 2 p.m. the spreads will open, and the spreads will open because it's going to like wipe out all the contracts, trying to erase and start all over. But they're also like in transit. They don't want you profiting or getting anything while they're turning over. It's like timeout.
Oh, so that's what it means. So when you have a trade open, right? That's what it means. Then if you click on the trade, right, it shows you like a stop loss, take profit, the amount of the broker fee, and then there's a section where it says swap, and then they charge you for the swap.
Yeah, the swap fees go higher.
Okay, so that's what it is for then.
Yeah, they'll Um, yeah, they don't want you to trade during that time. That's where a lot of people lose their money. They don't know about the spread time.
Wow.
These will open like I've seen this open up almost 300, 400 pips one time.
Isn't it like transitioning to Asia session is when like the spreads raise?
Yes, that's yes. So the spreads will raise, and they do what they want, right? They don't care, right? If they feel like I need more money, they will open the spread 400 pips to take everyone out.
Dang.
They
I think the most spreads I seen was the last time I was in California. It was like at 100 and something.
yeah, I seen the 300 one before.
Yeah, and I don't like those.
Yeah, that's why you get out. You get out before that.
Yeah.
Yeah, you get out when it says timeout. Man, don't get wiped out. Take your profit or your loss. If you're in a loss, take that loss now, or else it'll be bigger.
Hey Leonard, what's one thing that you say like when you first started getting like the hang of it? You say like you struggled in like what's one like area you struggled in the most?
One area that I struggled in the most was when to take my profits.
Yeah, I would say that's for me as well.
Yeah, same here.
So I follow with this. I follow with this, stop, and then I try to see if it's going to try to reach another leg, right? I try to see if it's going to reach another leg, and then I just do a bunch of confirmation and like, oh, it's underneath the signal line. It's underneath this. I'm just going to take my profit. Just do more.
Yeah, and I think now with the spots it kind of helps us out as well, and with the EMAs.
Yes, you got to learn how to use those. So the EMAs are good when you start to use the EMAs a lot when you're in a trade, right? So
Yeah.
basically like the TDI is to start your engine, right? The EMAs are like your road, and it'll route you to it's like the freeway. It'll route you, right? You start using the EMAs to help you get where you want. I don't know if that makes sense. I'm just trying to
Makes sense.
clarify things.
Hey, Leonard, have you took the time to take a look at NZD JPY?
Let me see. NZD JPY. Oh, it's on a bullish. It's on a bullish pattern right now.
Yeah. Do you see what I see like those I think it's on the I see on the 4 hour like where it's respecting that bottom zone where it just hit and it started reversing, but I believe that right now it's just like trying to catch contracts. But do you think it's going it's trying to switch over or not, or is it still on the bearish?
No, I really. So if you look on the 4 hour,
Uh-huh.
let me pull it up here.
Help me break this.
Thank you, I appreciate it.
Yeah, no problem. It's for everyone here, so everyone's learning here. So you see this right here?
Yeah.
Let me go ahead and zoom out on here. I guess that's as far as it goes. This right here is a peak low.
Yeah. See, and that's what's like kind of getting my attention, that I'm looking for like a reversal.
Yes, so when it does this, it hit it almost 4 times. 1, 2, 3, 4. You got a blue sun over here. This is a very look. There's a bullish pattern here, and there's also a bullish pattern here. Right? But there's also like bullish patterns within it. You got a bullish pattern here.
Uh-huh.
You got this bullish pattern here, right?
Yeah.
Telling you all bullish. There's nothing here that's telling me that this is a bearish move.
Yeah. That bearish move, I guess, is just ready for that next bullish move.
Yeah. So if you go to, so when it's doing this, right, the market was already dropping.
Yeah, on the downtrend.
And it made a big bullish pattern, right, to start to turn this market.
Yeah.
It'll soon start going up this way now. This is bullish. It's gonna go this
Yeah,
way.
because if you like, see, my thing that gets me is it hasn't made any new lower lows, and it hasn't made any newer higher highs.
So I'm on the day. I'm on a day right now.
Uh-huh.
So I wanted to zoom out to see where we're at. So our peak low right here, right on the day, it's this zone right here.
Wow, dang! I didn't look at the daily.
Yeah, look, it's respecting that zone right here.
Man, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Wow, I should have took at the daily. I should have looked at it.
Yeah, hit that, and then look, there's even a bigger bullish pattern right here.
And if you look at the previous past, that zone as well was used as a resistance.
Yep.
We might do a rush case.
If we extend this all the way out, right? We can extend it. I don't even know. That's October 2008.
Yeah, but I'm saying,
Yeah, it's a strong support. This area. Look, it was going in that area.
yeah, it's a sweet spot.
So in order to enter that trade, you would wait till it goes to the 30 on the TDI.
So let me get out of the day. It's probably good to go pretty soon.
Yeah, that trade is actually catching my attention a lot right now.
It's already going up, so
Oh, so that's how you would enter. Oh, okay.
it's already going up. See?
Yeah. Yeah, but like right now, I had a trade in it, and I had entered at that really at that second entry right there where it dropped again, and it pinned my stop loss because I set my stop loss in front of it because I thought it was gonna just shoot.
You gotta be careful because I would rather trade this off a 22 trade.
Yeah.
So you're gonna have this right here. I would rather this is may drop, so this is when it starts really taking off. If it does this, goes up and then bounces, retests this low, and then gets the heck out of there. You hardly see something like this. You'll hardly see just by doing this so much. You'll hardly see this keep going up like that. It doesn't happen.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
It likes to create patterns for it to move. So it goes in.
And how do you go based upon volume? I think I've heard you say volume. You would check volume.
So volume, how volume works is volume is on the phone. When the previous volume, right? When the previous volume, like if it's if it's stick, starts getting higher than the other one, there's gonna be higher volume for it to make your trade can go in that direction.
Okay.
Just grabbing more contracts for it possibly to start moving. The master in doing that is Victor.
Look at that.
Okay.
Hey guys.
Victor is the master in volumes. He'll have a training on that. So definitely you can as you get more advanced in the method, you can always add more things to it. We're actually adding more things to the strategy to better improve it and make it stronger. And we're actually backtesting some things right now.
All right.
But we're trying to make it easier and more powerful.
See, I think once you get the hang of it and you start understanding patterns and stuff, it's just you open a chart and you start seeing them. It's just a second nature thing. But at the same time, not all patterns will be valid until they are.
Yeah, until they're respected. It's the one thing about this is that you are not learning a new subject. You are mastering one subject.
Yeah.
Right? Just master one subject, and you know it by heart. I was at just a few weeks ago. I was at Halloween Horror Nights in Universal Studios. Right? I wanted to test myself and be distracted. But I said I wasn't going to trade. I couldn't help it. So I tested myself out there, and I was trading, being distracted. I just looked at my phone, see if I saw something, do my quick analysis, and then entered, and then just watch it. I made $5,000+ that night.
Wow, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
Um,
All right.
Once you know the strategy, it's limitless.
yeah, I feel you on that. What do you think about once you make a good amount profit? Say like you start with the $1,000 account and you finally hit that.
I always go back to. I'm actually have a big account right now.
Uh-huh.
I have one big account, and I hardly do that. I'm actually testing new things.
Yeah.
I usually go back to $3,000 every week.
All right. And what would you say is a good amount? 3,000 is a good enough amount?
3,000 if you want to start making big money, but you can do the 200 bucks. 100 bucks.
No, yeah, I understand.
Yeah, but so the reason why, so this is if you're on demo, when you start to use bigger lots, right? If you use bigger lots, you have more chance of losing, right? It's quicker to go negative, right? Right?
Yeah.
But going bigger lot size has taught me to become really selective because I have to make sure that it's going in that direction.
And see, one thing I think about bigger lots is that like you kind of reach your goal a little bit quicker than you would on a smaller lot. And like on a smaller lot, you still have that kind of greed.
Yeah, of course. You'll get, of course, you're gonna gain more money, but higher lots makes you a more selective trader because you have more to lose,
Yeah.
right? On a smaller lot, you can sacrifice it. You can sacrifice it going all the way down because to yourself, you're like, oh, it's only like $10. But dude, this
Yeah, yeah.
like say for instance, let me give you an example, right? If I were to put a buy order right here, and I think it was gonna go up, and it drops to me right here, right? It drops right here, right? If it drops right here on a lower lot size account, this is probably like $10 to you. Your emotions like it's only $10. I don't care, right?
Yeah.
You're messing up the strategy with a higher lot size. This is probably $10,000, $20,000.
Oh crap, yeah. I'm gonna go cry in my room after that.
Right? So this gives you the mentality of I need to be right. I need to be precise in my decision because I can wipe out my whole account.
Do you think trading a bigger size lot has impacted like the way you trade a lot?
Yep. I practiced that with a demo first.
Oh, for real?
Oh, of course. I'm gonna tell you number one rule: do not start trading. You want to practice the lot size that you want to trade. Why? Because you have to practice balancing your margin percentage.
Yeah. I recently started with a $100 account and like have been trading like you said selective because back then I used to just blow $100 accounts
Yep.
and recently I've came like to be and this is the first time in my life that I ever had a full month in green and I'm 200 in profit in this whole month.
Nice, man. You're picking it up.
Yeah, thanks to you.
And you'll just just keep grinding, and this strategy will kill it. Now I'm here. Just know that I could have took this strategy and run off with it.
No, I feel you, and I'm glad you didn't.
Yeah.
Yeah. Same here.
Right. So
Trust me, I'm really like I'm blessed to be able to have you guys around.
just know that we are here to try to help you. Right. I'm here to share my knowledge to you so you can get what you want. You can live.
And we are so grateful for that too, Leonard.
Yeah, no problem.
Yeah, real grateful.
Thank you so much.
No problem.
Hey, soon we'll be having vacations together.
Yeah, that's the plan.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, let's do it.
Dubai?
Anywhere, man. Anywhere in the world.
Yep, anywhere.
But when we go somewhere, we're gonna do a charity event or something somewhere before.
Yeah, we got to get back, bro.
Awesome,
We
yeah.
have to get back.
Let's do it. Get back.
Yeah.
I have a question. I see something, but I'm not sure if I seeing it right because there's no TDI.
What are you looking at?
Could I like mark it on the
Yeah, go ahead. Go on
okay,
on the
yeah.
chart if you need to.
I don't know if I see like a divergent M right here, then a bigger one right here, and then yeah, I see those two.
Okay, you're saying a divergent M right here.
Yeah.
Okay, you're looking for You're looking for a divergent M here to drop. This probably is a divergent M on the TDI. Where you on the 15-minute? Let me get the indicator out. But this is divergent. You guys know what a hidden divergence is? Hold on.
Yes.
Nice.
Yeah.
Could you like break it down a little bit more for me?
Yes, hidden divergence. There's actually no hidden
Oh, you
divergence.
couldn't even enter that because
No.
there's no second leg.
Yeah, there's no second leg here. It's like too late. Your entry would have been when it crossed the signal
Oh.
line. Your entry is when it crossed the signal line right there. You see that? Your entry
Yeah.
was right here. Right here up top is the best entry up here. Right? This is the best entry right here
Yes.
because it's at the 80 and it crossed it, and then you could have wrote it all the way down.
Yeah. See, my problem is if I would enter it right there at that second point, the smaller one that you put, I would probably like try to take my profit at the Bollinger Band instead of letting it ride all the way down.
Yeah, so you have to write it. You just follow it stops. Once it crosses that signal line, get out. Right?
Okay.
You'll see this. When you get out is right here.
Oh.
You get out when it crosses right here.
Leonard, can't you also watch the price action and making sure each candle's closing below your 5 EMA?
And it'll actually ride your 5. Yeah, right here. You see this?
Yeah.
It starts to ride the 5 and stay away from the 13.
So would you go on the lower time frame to exit, or would you stay on the 15 and write it down?
You know what's been helping me out is when I use the 1 minute.
The 1 minute?
The 1 minute. The 1 minute is long. It tells me a lot of when to get out. But
Okay.
if you got to be careful with that. It's because I've been doing this for a while, so I'm a lot of precision. I'm trying to like make it more precise and precision, and if you can't do the basics, you can't do the precision. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I understand.
So learn the basics before you start doing stuff like that.
Gotcha.
Definitely. Yeah, you're Mr. Master.
Yeah.
Hey, Leonard.
I just grind a lot. Yeah.
Can I show you something? Like, can I draw?
Yeah. Go ahead.
All right. So look, my thoughts on this. This is what I'm looking for. This is based upon on the way like I trade, and I'm trying to, I still am learning harmonics, but like I see this doing this, like breaking this and then retesting it, and then going back up.
Up there.
Yeah. Well, not that high, but like that's what I see from the 1 hour and the 4 hour, and then going back to the smaller time frames.
Yeah. What I see here, what you just did is, I actually saw a zone right here. I'm always looking for zones. You guys got to look for the levels, right? That's training that you got to know how to draw. You got to know the levels, and then we're gonna break that down to you. But you got to know your levels. It goes up 3, 1, 2, 3, then down 3. You guys need that's the back part of all this strategy. But this is a zone right here. And look how it lines up perfectly with our ADR. You see our ADR?
Yeah, that's where I have my zone set on my chart, but that was just an estimate. I'm just looking for it to break that, and then it always has a pullback.
Yeah, definitely. They always
I never enter on the like at the bottom of the chart. I always enter in the pullbacks just to be more secure, but also sometimes those pullbacks could be like false.
Yes. So like this can go like up here, respect it, go down here, then respect this, and then it can go up.
Yeah, I see that.
So you always look for the patterns on the 1 hour, for
Always.
Okay.
Then I'll break it down on the 15-minute. Harmonic patterns out there, right? You do not need to know, like, you do not need to use Fibonacci and measure that stuff out.
Okay, yeah, because I use the Fibonacci a lot on.
Yeah, you can. There's ways of using the Fibonacci, but you do not need to use Fibonacci's when drawing patterns.
Yeah.
Don't measure it. It's too much. It's too much.
I have a question, but would you say that the market respects Fibonacci levels a lot or no?
So Fibonacci is a retailer trader tool, right? So some of these indicators, sometimes they have to just think about it this way. They have to prove that sometimes those indicators work, right? Because they need to trap you.
Yeah.
They're sucking everybody thinking that Fibonacci works. You know how many people use Fibonacci?
I don't really use Fibonacci, but I heard a lot of people use Fibonacci.
90% of the traders use Fibonacci, right? So if I'm the market maker, right, and I want to move, I got all these suckers thinking that it's gonna hit the 68 and it's not.
Yeah. 68 is a very popular number.
Yeah, so if I hit that and I got trillion people doing that, I can take you out anytime I want. If you think it's gonna be, I have all you guys trapped in a bubble. Right?
Yeah.
Thinking that sucker works, and then the time that they don't want it to work, they can make it not work if they don't want it.
Okay.
Right? You got to think the bigger picture. You know, everyone uses Fibonacci. It's the easiest tool out there.
Yeah, really.
What, Fibonacci?
It can't be that easy.
If it was that easy, everybody would be rich.
Exactly. So,
True.
you can't think of this as like get rich scheme and there's only one way of doing this and you're gonna be a millionaire.
Yeah, I feel you.
This strategy, so that's why you have to be open to this because this is not a retailer trader type of strategy.
Yeah. So yeah, it's kind of one of those things I'm doing. Like I kind of like had to like blank my mind a lot on certain things because then I try to implement my other skills, but then it's like that's not valid with it.
Has it worked?
Well, the way I trade it, I've been doing pretty good, but using harmonics it's been helping out a lot more on day trades than swing trades.
Yeah, it's powerful, right? Yes.
Yeah, I actually like harmonics. I can't wait to have a bigger account because then I can just see bigger results.
Exactly. Harmonics, you can do swing trades too.
Yeah, that's what I was about to tell you. Like I've been noticing some of y'all's harmonics and signals and I look at it the way I trade and I'm like, yo, this is basically a swing trade, but just in a harmonic way.
Yeah.
So a swing trade is like coming back after a day, or?
No, so this is a swing trade. A swing trade is a swing in direction.
Oh, okay.
So this one right here, you saw this, right? It went up, down, going up.
Yeah.
This harmonic trend that it was going to continue down. And look, it swung down.
Oh.
Right?
Okay.
I knew harmonic was going to change the game. That's why when I first started learning it, right, I drew so many patterns every day. It was my video game. I just kept drawing and drawing until I got it. LOF did not teach me how to draw harmonics. I taught myself.
Well, I remember when you used to first begin, bro. Your harmonics were more accurate than LOF.
Yeah. I learned on my own because there was not really any help.
Yeah.
So I was like, I'm gonna learn this. I want to learn it. I'm gonna learn on my own. So,
hey, but you mastered it.
Yeah, I back tested it and I just kept on. So the best way of drawing harmonics when you're out there watching a movie and you're out, scroll back on your phone. You're gonna scroll back on your phone. Close your eyes. Scroll your phone back. Stop it and see if you can find a pattern.
Yeah.
And start scrolling to the left and see if you got the pattern right and if it dropped or if it didn't drop. That's how you pretend. That's how you pretend that you have a live market.
I have a question. So on my PC, I have MetaTrader, right? And there's also this plugin I have where I can back test, right? Where it like rewinds it to a certain date and it like plays it like if it was like a live chart. Yeah. And you think that's a good way of back testing as well? But you know how since it's the previous market, is like is it already happening? I could already like predict it. Or
say that one more time.
I said, you know how it's already happened. It's like it's the past. So like I think it's just like I would see it and I already seen the harmonic move and I'll just do it. But is it better to back test it on one of those programs or just to do it live?
You talking about drawing the harmonics?
Yeah, because like I have this there's this plugin that there is on MetaTrader that you can download off I forgot who makes it, but it's like it rewinds it to a certain date and it plays it.
Oh
And
yeah, yeah. I used to. It's Green Chart.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I used to use Green Chart.
You think that helps out a lot, or
Yeah, it acts. You can. It's like a replay. You can do that.
yeah,
But it's the same thing, like I said, like on your phone. You know,
yeah,
how I picked this up so fast is because I didn't have to use a computer, right? I drew patterns at work. I drew patterns in the car. I drew patterns everywhere, right? I didn't
and I think if you really want to, you'll start like making time for it no matter what.
exactly. So my phone is nothing but patterns. I actually had to extend my iCloud because it's I got too many patterns.
Oh shit.
And do you record your like say like if you're gonna take a trade, do you ever like take like do you ever write it down and say, all right, I bought it at this point, let's see what it's gonna do, or like do you ever like just write it down and try to review it after the move?
Of course, I always,
Trader.
I
I
always,
do that. Victor does it.
I always analyze. You have to analyze your move, and then you study it. Like, okay, why didn't it go down? Why didn't it go the other way?
Yeah.
You always got to go back and you got to investigate. You got to go back and investigate. Okay, I saw that. All right, there that candle looks like that. All right, there was a pin there. Oh, that's why you didn't get it. You train your brain. It's just like practicing. You know, when you're practicing basketball, you're gonna have some um, stuff that you don't know how to do, but you go back and you try to perfect it. You rewind, like, okay, rewind right here. I did this. Let me perfect it in this part. It's how you build yourself as becoming a good trader. You got to learn from your mistakes. You cannot just like, oh, whatever, let's try again. Oh, whatever.
No,
No.
yeah.
Learn from that mistake and find out why.
Hey Leonard, also when you do those bigger like when you draw out those bigger moves, do you draw those out in the 15-minute or do you go to a little bit higher time frame?
The bigger moves,
Yeah, like that big move that you caught.
I would always go to like at least the 1 hour or the 4 hour,
All right.
and then I just I zoom out. I always zoom out. I zoom out because your eyes will see more, right?
Yeah.
You zoom out, see what you can see. You're like, oh, okay, I see that and see this. Right here, like right now, I just feel like this market is going to do, like, it may do it or may not. It's just from past experience that it'll just like do that, right?
Wow. Yeah.
But it's always like back testing or like seeing if it's a good prediction. But this one, JPY, is going to be bullish.
So, Leonard, do you trade the shark fins too? Like the
Yeah,
stop
of course.
Okay.
Yeah, so shark fins are powerful. Why? Does someone can explain why shark fins are strong? Anyone?
I don't know much about shark fins.
Because they go outside the Bollinger Band.
Yep. So a shark fin, okay, a shark fin is basically telling you it's a very strong stop hunt. Right? So this is you see this right here? So this is a shark fin. Shark fin, so right here, here's another shark fin. All right, shark fin. So the Bollinger Band is your ocean, is your water, right? The shark fin comes out of the water and then comes back in and hits blood in the water. All right, that's a signal for it to drop. Why is the shark fin very strong? Because an acceleration movement, 1, 2, 3, right? And it will reverse very strong. That's why a shark fin is very powerful because it moves a lot. It's a big stop hunt. You see that? Right here,
Yeah.
shark fin. Look at this acceleration. 1, 2. You can catch the turnaround fast on these things. A shark
Oh
fin.
man, those are like easy trades right there. That's easy money.
Yeah, it is easy money. So when I see this, right? If I see this going down strong, but check this out, right? It's going strong, right? It's going strong, but if you go like that, I got a bullish pattern right there. And also on your TDI, you can draw patterns on your TDI also. You got that there, and then that, and then it made. Go ahead.
Like what time frames are we looking for shark fins on?
You can do it 15 minute. You can do it. Look at this. It's on the 1 hour. You'll see it on the 15 minute if you want to catch it good.
I see. Okay, I was just curious.
Yeah, right here. Look, you have a shark fin right here. You have a shark fin here, and you could enter it right here. A shark fin, you do not have to wait for the M.
All right, that's what I was about to ask you.
Yeah, shark fins, you don't have to wait for the M. Just wait for it to cross.
Or the W's, like say if it goes under.
Yeah, yes, M's or W's. The shark fin will like it'll just pass it. It doesn't even create the M.
Okay.
See that? And just get out of there. And this
Wow,
right here,
I never noticed that.
yeah, this is a very powerful move too because the past my past students know about this. This is something I caught just doing this trade, and it's very powerful. But my analogy is these the liquid 50 and the signal line are almost like trampolines.
Yeah.
Right. So this one right here, when it crossed, right, it's gonna go up, right, then it comes back down to the trampoline. I call this liquid 50 a super trampoline. Right? Why? Because every time that they go up and come back down to it, it freaking jumps off that and spikes up high. So right here, it goes up and then goes down and then spikes up high. This is also called, I call it a step-up pattern. It steps up, and you'll also see this divergent W pinning either on a signal line or on a liquid 50 for it to jump. It's a lot, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good though. Really good.
Don't worry, you'll get it.
Some good knowledge.
Excellent knowledge.
Yeah, it's just analyzing the charts all the time. You start to pick up on stuff. I'm very detail oriented. You can even ask the mentors. I'm like on them about everything right now.
I have another question. So let's say that you see a big pattern on the 1 hour and then you go down to the 15 minute, but it's already like taken off. Would you still enter it?
If it's a big enough pattern, I will wait for another entry because it's still a bullish pattern, but I will never chase this entry. I will never chase it.
Okay. So you just okay.
Yeah, I wait for another move. Beauty of the market is that it's never gonna stop. So why are you gonna chase it? Just wait for another one. Right?
Yeah.
Don't get that feeling like you're gonna miss something. Then wait for another one.
That's hard as a new trader.
I used to chase trades.
Yeah, it's hard as a new trader because the industry is giving you the mindset that you can get rich quick.
Yeah, that's how I used to be, man.
Right? There's just too much media out there. You got like Lines of Forex guy trying to I'll get you $50,000 in a week. I got you, bro.
go and blow up your account.
Yeah, just buy again.
I don't have nothing in my account.
I can't go again.
Make it happen.
Yeah. So,
make a demo.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for not running away with this.
Yeah,
thank you.
Yeah, it's for you guys.
This is pure gold.
Yeah. So it's like 10 o'clock. See how it slows down right now?
I might have to kidnap you so you can teach me this personally.
Try. I'm always talking to him.
That's why I have I had to block a lot of my Facebook. I blocked my Facebook.
Wow.
Well, the good thing is we have this group and all the other mentors, and you know the
The only
future's
thing I-
bright.
The only thing I ask for you guys is not to blast my name and just talk about the company. I do not want my name out there
Of course
No,
not.
I know.
Yeah, not a problem.
because I really just want to live my life, and I do not.
Comfortable.
Yeah, I want to live my life comfortably and just be happy with my family. Not people not knowing that I have money.
Yeah.
Hey, I do not want to live that life. Like,
Yeah. A flashy life will get you a lot of attention.
yeah, I do not. I'm not that type of person.
No, and I know for a fact you ain't.
Yeah.
But all I can say is just I appreciate you for everything you have done for us, and I promise you that your name won't be put out there on my.
Yeah, absolutely. I agree.
Same here.
I appreciate it. I'm just Leonard. That's all I am. I'm nobody special.
Leonard the laser tag.
Yeah.
No, he's a pattern master.
Yeah.
Well, I certainly look forward to shaking your hand someday.
Yeah, looking forward to meeting you guys all one day. We'll
It'll
definitely,
happen.
yeah, we definitely will plan an event, and no, you do not have to pay for it. You have to pay for your flight, but I'm not going to charge you to come out here.
Are you sure it's not $800 for the entry?
How about some private training for like 5,000?
You're getting that private training right now.
Yeah, why would
Oh
you?
yeah, this
Literally.
is the best training ever. This is awesome.
Guys. So
Yeah.
to everyone on the call, like y'all were up, you guys were studying, you guys were grinding, and Leo tossed in a webinar. So just a heads up, this may happen here and there.
That's golden.
Dang, this is amazing, bro. It's a blessing. I don't know how to explain it to you, Leonard.
Hmm.
You just
Guys make me wanna
you
cry.
you changed our lives.
You guys changed ours.
You changed our lives. You guys gave me a platform to actually, use my gift to help other people.
Yeah, we want to give back. For sure.
I have a couple questions. So as far as like the retail traders, those are just like people that don't really know anything about the market. They just
Exactly. We want
That's
we
messed
want those
up.
retail traders. Why? Because it puts money in the pocket.
Oh,
That's what takes it. That's why the industry is a $3 trillion industry, I believe. It's because people that don't know how to trade.
And see, I believe retail traders are just back then traders because a lot of people didn't like do harmonics and stuff and back testing them. And harmonics is not something easy that you'll get down quick, which retail traders just go based upon like
Exactly.
the trend and like support and resistance and like.
They have stuff. They have harmonic scanners out there, right?
Oh, really?
Yeah, they have harmonic scanners, but they are. You wait for weeks, days for them. Because
Wow.
why?
And if you notice, some of these trades we can catch daily.
Yeah, why? Do you know why they don't appear so much? It's because they go based on a calculation of Fibonacci's and certain distance from each other. It's nonsense.
Wow.
I have a harmonic scanner. I have a harmonic scanner and I back tested it.
It's his eyes.
It's a bunch of crap. Harmonic scanners are for like retail traders.
You're a harmonic scanner.
Yeah, everyone. You want to be your own harmonic scanner.
hell yeah.
We are not retail traders. We are
Yeah.
market makers.
What's the
That's
number
the spirit
one?
I like to hear.
What's the number one company out there that sells harmonic scanners?
IML.
I'm Markets Live.
How many IML members or past IML members are here now?
Bro, I'm trying to be at the top of IML.
Yeah, but look where a lot of the IML members are now, right? All they do is try to recruit people.
Yeah, I was IML.
Yeah, there's this girl that I actually follow on Instagram that lives around me that started that, and I was like, "Are you a trader or are you selling IML?"
Yeah, exactly.
You're a marketer.
Yeah, I'm like, "What the heck?" I told her I was like, the only thing I told her was like, "Good luck."
So is that like a pyramid scheme or something?
Yeah, so
Well,
there's a
It's
lot.
the biggest pyramid scheme in the world.
Oh
Yeah.
wow.
It's just like MCA, the auto insurance.
Yeah.
Same thing.
Same thing as
Oh.
space down referral and pyramid scheme. You get
Well, I saw
this money.
someone's name that I'm not gonna mention that was doing MCA too before. they did,
Yeah, I know who you're talking about.
Yeah. He was he used MCA. That's yeah. You see the type of person he is.
Hey, that's where all my trust dropped, literally, when I saw that.
Yeah. Yeah. So harmonic scanners do not work. I mean, like, I'd rather be my own scanner than trust a robot, because what if that thing don't work no more? You know what I mean?
Yeah, they could always do another test to always take the scanner down, and then imagine that.
Exactly. So if
Losing a lot of money off their entry after entry.
can I take a harmonic scanner out to the beach? You think I can take the harmonic?
No, but you can spot patterns on the beach.
Yep. You can pull out your phone real quick. And harmonic scanners, your computer has to be on 24/7.
Wow.
Oh, dude.
So not only is the energy company getting money, but
Yeah.
the market is
Yeah,
too.
when I got mine, I was like, "You're kidding me! My computer has to be on 24/7 to scan these." I was like, "Forget it." And then I would see one. I was like, "You gave me one pattern in like 2 weeks." Yeah.
How many
Wow.
patterns do you usually catch in a week?
Yeah, I catch how many patterns I catch in a day.
Exactly.
So all the patterns you catch are on the 1 hour, Leonard, or do you go to like smaller time frames?
I go to smaller time frames when I'm ready, because the smaller time frames you have patterns too. Look at this. You have a one. Look at this 1 minute.
Oh yeah, they're really clear on the 1 minute.
Yeah, on the 1 minute. That's why 1 minutes are tighter entries for me, or tighter exits, because it's very noticeable. Look at this pattern right here.
Okay.
You can trade out the 1 minute too. Look at this pattern. You got a bearish pattern right here. You could have caught that drop a little bit.
Don't worry. See.
You can. There's a pattern right here in the middle for the rise.
Hey, what EMA is your blue one?
200, right?
200, right? Yeah. Oh, sorry. Yeah.
Necesitamos la equipana.
The white one's your 50, correct?
Yeah. And just to let you know, this strategy is not mine. This strategy is out there. I just perfected it.
Yeah. No. I understand.
Yeah. I'm not. I just want to put it out there. I am not claiming this strategy.
No, I know.
This strategy is free. Some people, like another company, likes to claim that it's theirs. It's the funniest thing ever.
Yeah.
Inside of garage above.
Oh, you could even enter on that last shark fin. There's like a diversion M right there, but
Which one?
it does.
Yeah, I see that. I see that too.
Yep. Yeah, right here. Perfect entry.
Oh wait.
Yeah.
Also, Leonard, go a little bit to the left. Is that considered a shark fin as well?
This one?
No, the other one.
This one was. But where?
Right there, the top one.
This one?
A little bit lower. Go a little bit lower. Go to your TDI. On the top one.
No.
Yeah.
No, that's like more of an M.
Yeah.
See that M? This is a shark fin right here. And you want to look at it. You see this?
And you know how you said that yellow is your bounce? You see how it didn't, but it almost hit it and it still bounced off of it?
Which one?
On the TDI, that shark fin that you said?
That's a base shark fin.
This one?
Yeah.
Yeah, because it bounced off the signal line.
Yep.
Down there.
See, like right there, isn't that kind of a fake move? Because like you would think it's a shark fin and then it like goes back up.
That's an extension. That's what John was talking about. So right here, this can fool you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because if you look right here, you think it's gonna cross. Look at this. Look at this big extension.
Pushing.
Right? This may look small here, but on price action, it's very long. You see that?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I see that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why you have to wait. You have to really, really wait until it crosses, right? Right? Until it crosses.
Oh.
You see that? You wait till it crosses, but I don't even go until it really crosses this. And you just got to get used to it, right? Just get used
Yeah.
to the behavior.
Now that we're actually trying.
But this area is very like you just got to be really careful in this area because a lot of extensions happen in this area. They'll extend you like just like this one right here. Look at this. This is an extension because you think it's gonna drop. They extended it all the way up here,
To the 800.
right?
Definitely.
But you but if you see this, right? You see this and you see the 800, your mind is telling you, wait a minute, the 800 is right there. I believe it's going to test that 800. Happens 90% of the time when it's this close. 90% of the time it wants to hit this 800.
And they can keep going up past it?
Yeah,
Or,
they can go past it if they want. You just see the behavior, if it respects
Yep.
it or not. Obviously,
okay, but if,
obviously right here, it kind of respected it and it went back down. And
oh, is that because
you
it was
see right
overbought
here?
on price action?
Yes, but if you also look at TDI, this is the first leg of the M. This is the second leg of the M, and it crossed down.
Oh. I see.
Yeah, you guys are just that's why you guys are here who are grinding. Will get this faster, and then those are who's sleeping.
I
Right?
actually see a bullish in the TDI and a bearish in the TDI.
Yeah, right here. TDI. Oh, you're
Yeah.
talking about here.
Yeah. It's like right again.
You got this one too. This is
Uh,
bigger. You always want to try to get the bigger ones.
oh, I didn't see that big one.
You see that?
Yeah.
You see how this first
Dang.
leg is almost at the second leg? That's very powerful for it to go up. See that? You can't
Oh, I see. Yeah.
you can't see this. You can't see this with price action, right? This leg is down further than this one. But on TDI, they look level.
So that's that hidden divergence.
So that's like a bullish move right there.
hmm When you see this matching first leg, it's very strong for it to go the other way. Especially look, we actually have the step up pattern that's gonna happen.
Oh yeah, I want to go over that too because I kind of get it, but I kind of don't understand the step up patterns.
The step up pattern is a divergent. See, look, it jumped up. Told you.
It just did?
So right here, you see this?
Oh crap.
It went like this, and then it went
Yeah.
up. It went on the signal line. This is divergent, a sideways W. It uses as a trampoline, and it'll jump off. This looks like stairs.
Look at that. Look at that.
Yeah,
Oh, so the step up is just divergent W's and M's, right?
yeah. So this is a W.
Oh, abajo.
It looks like stairs.
Más stairs.
So a step down pattern would be a divergent M.
Watch
Yeah.
out with
Exactly. But see, I told you it was gonna spike up. This is very powerful. It's one of my signature trades. Okay, then it's gonna bounce up.
Leonard, would you catch those step ups on multiple time frames or low?
Yeah, you
Hey.
can.
No te olvides de aquí.
You can do it.
Okay.
But look at this. We have a step up pattern right here too. Look at this one right here. Right? There's variety. This step up right here. You see this right here? First leg,
Yeah.
second leg right here supported and drop, and this is a side divergent, right? Divergent. And then I got my stairs right here.
I have one more thing that I want to ask. So you see how like on the price action it's like 7.619 and then go 2.628. Those are micro pips, right? So it'd be like
Yeah, so
what is that?
you see this right here? So you see in the middle, right? The middle says 26. That is only 2 pips. There's only 2 pips, 1 pip. Why? Because look, we're on the 1 minute time frame. Let me go to the 15 minute. You're gonna get a higher value. from here to here. This is still small. Hold on.
Oh, it's like. Oh, never mind.
Why is it doing that? Maybe adjust it. I guess that's 73 pips, 65 pips.
Okay, I see.
Because
Makes
this
more
is
sense.
NZD JPY. Let me go to GJ's. GJ's kind of different. Yeah, so you see this one? It says 281.
It hasn't loaded yet.
Oh, did it
It's like froze on. Oh, never mind. I see it now.
oh, sorry.
It's all good.
Let me go back. So right here, what was I doing? Okay, the measurement. So
Yeah.
from here to here, you see the middle, it says 510.
Uh-huh.
That's
Yeah.
510 micropips. So, this is 51 standard, so 51 pips.
What's that 38 on the left mean? It's
To be honest, I don't even look at that.
okay.
I'll look it up for you and I'll get you the answer, but I always look at the middle. I was just trained.
That's 38 candles to the right.
That's their fracker.
I think
Oh.
That 34 is just the amount of candles.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I learned something today.
Wow, that's good. I didn't know that.
I didn't know that either.
I didn't know. I definitely didn't know that.
Yeah, I didn't know
That's
that.
Wait,
that's
what
the,
were we saying?
that's the amount of candles from when you're first measuring it from?
Yeah.
Okay, I got it.
Awesome.
It's the movement of session in pips.
Got you. Okay.
Range.
Thank you.
R is range.
Leonard, do you trade that Asian session fake move? Like, do you do the 16 candles and then enter a trade and?
Oh, yeah,
Or-
you're talking about the 16 candles from what the Asia session open?
Yeah. Do you do those trades or no? Because that was in
Heck
gold.
no.
Okay. I was just I was just wondering.
No.
Okay.
So this right here, this is like a chance for a reversal, right?
Yeah.
I don't really adapt this to my strategy, but if I see a pattern landing in this area, that's when I would take it.
Yeah. Like, there's a bullish right there.
Yeah,
I mean, bearish.
Well, there's actually a bullish right here. There's a bullish pattern right there. That's what made it rise. It's kind of like ugly, but it's still a bullish, whatever. I would have waited to take a entry on there.
Oh.
But if like I saw this up and down movement, you probably saw it in the past. This is a pattern that someone liked to draw. He likes to draw triangles. His thing was triangles, and triangle patterns fail most of the time. Right? So I don't know where you learned this stuff, but the triangle is what he liked, and it would take off. It's not as strong as I think, because you'll get like baby pips. So it's something that I don't do. But I will not trade. I will not trade out of here. Look at this. Why am I going to trade out this Asia session? What am I going to get out of it?
Yeah.
Nothing.
You can get 20 micropips.
Yeah. What am I going to here? I got more chances to be trapped than actually gain anything.
You gotta do like a lot.
Or $100 lot.
Yeah. You know what I mean? I don't have anything here. I don't have anything here.
You're gonna make yourself go broke.
Yeah, this is the strategy is to collect contracts during Asia, and then they make their move in London. Look what they did here. They moved in London. They
To
collect
get the money back from New York.
Man, don't get rid of that.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. I'm trying to. I watch too many of those videos.
So you just gotta think. So right here, right. This is the first leg. Right. This is the first leg. This is the second leg. If you didn't see this right here, right? If you didn't see this, pretend this is blacked out. It's kind of bright, but you didn't see this in the market, right? But I had a first leg drawn out. My mind is telling me, when is it gonna form a bullish to try to take these traders out here on my left leg, right? So I'm trying to find it, right? I'm trying to find it. I'm trying to find a bullish pattern, and then I'm looking at TDI when it's gonna happen, right? So usually it'll like you draw a zone, and you're hoping it to retest that low to complete that bullish pattern for it to rise. So if I erase this out, right, you see how they came up and then they went down and tried to retest that low.
Yeah.
Then they took off. And then if you look at TDI, it went down here. It kind of did a sideways W because it kind of anchored itself on that signal line, right? Then it took off and it did this. It's it's kind of hard. It still, to me, is a step up, right? And then it blasted off out of there.
Yeah, you would have took it right at as soon as it crossed the signal line.
Exactly, I would have took it right here.
Okay. Yeah, everything's just start making a lot more sense, like clicking more.
Yeah, it does.
Yo, that pattern right there is so freaking strong.
Yeah. It dropped for like a whole day.
Yeah. So whenever you see drops, right, you always want to try to find out why, right? You'd be like, okay, why did it do that? You just drew it out right here. You drew out.
It's like a recap we should do.
Yeah, you got to go back. Like, why did it drop right here? Why did it drop? Right? Why did it drop right here? Why? Is because they formed a bearish pattern right here.
So you think it's best to like draw the big pattern on the 1 hour thing, see where it is on the 15-minute, and then draw the smaller patterns there, and then like just go in and out of the trades if you see good ones?
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, that's what was kind of confusing me before, because I was like, I would see a pattern and then I would enter it, and then it would go the other way on me. I think I was going in too low of a time frame though, like because it wasn't strong enough.
Yeah, you got to think of, if you're in a 1 minute, you're going to get 0.2 pips. If you're in a 15-minute, you're going to get 5 pips. If you're in a 1 hour, you're going to get 50 pips. I don't know if that clarifies everything.
Yeah, it makes a lot more sense.
See this? This is just a bunch of testing of the low. This is a bunch of testing of the low.
Yeah, that makes a lot more sense.
I believe in Asia session, it'll drop down, and then start going up. This is basically like you guys probably think it's a head and shoulders pattern. Right?
Very familiar with Head and Shoulders.
Right? A head and shoulders is basically a pattern. That's all it is. The head and shoulders upside down is basically a bullish pattern. A head and shoulders up top is basically going to be, let me try to find one.
Yeah, that confused me too. I didn't even know what the head and shoulders like really was. Like, I couldn't really see it.
Yeah, let me try to find one. Okay, so head and shoulders is basically.
Look at USD Japan or GBP Japan 4 hour.
Oh, is something going on?
No, I know. There's a head and shoulders on there.
Okay, 4 hour. So right here, right? This is a head and shoulders. If you're drawing a harmonic pattern, all you really care about, you don't care about the middle. You care about where this first leg meets the second leg. Right?
So that's a bearish right there?
Yeah, that's a bearish pattern.
Yeah.
It's ugly. It's ugly, but it's still a bearish.
Okay. Yeah, because I drew a couple like that, and I was like, I don't know, because it looked so funny to me.
Yeah, but you'll see like all these head and shoulders happen on what level?
Third level, right?
Third level. Third level is the strongest swing in the market. That's where you're gonna get all your money. If you can find the third level, you better go hard.
So
That's
you
where,
only
that's where the market makers make their move on the third level.
so you're looking for the third level on the 1 hour, like either if it's
Yeah, if
overbought
I
or
can find
oversold.
yeah, if I can find a third level, that's why you guys are learning how to do levels. When you find the levels, right, that's when it's very strong. It's very strong to enter. What the heck's all this? So let me give an example. Um, 1 hour blank. So right here, if I scroll back, oh, this is ugly, but we'll do it. This is very ugly, actually. See how I'm zooming out a lot? If I don't see anything, you always zoom out. You keep zooming out until you see something. So this was
That's a big bullish right there.
right here. The one.
You guys love me.
Actually, that is.
Hey, Leonard, can I draw something real quick? Tell me if this is right.
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, I see that zone right there. The at 3, the last one. I think.
No, that's nothing. Don't. Okay, the pattern that I drew just like that, you can only do that like on the top. Okay, the pattern that I just drew that looked like funky.
Uh-huh.
This pattern right here, right? It looks like very funky or whatever.
Yeah.
It looks funky. It doesn't look nice.
Mm-hmm.
Got that big head. You got a big
Yeah.
head in the middle. That's only valid on the third level. Do not draw that as a regular pattern.
Oh, okay.
Okay, do not draw the pattern.
You're right, Smoke.
So this one right here, 1, 2. This has a chance to still go up and make the third level. This could be a stop hunt.
Benny.
But right here, I'll give me 1 second. You see the market's moving and it's scrolling. Won't let me go back. Keeps going forward. You got to take this auto scroll off. Take off that auto scroll and you can scroll back on a live market.
I have another question. Like all this stuff is coming to me now. So you can either enter at the end of a pattern when it's complete, or on the second leg of it.
Yeah.
Okay.
If you're really good, I suggest you not to do it yet until you're perfected. But
Yeah.
if you have a 95 more, probably 99 or 100% more chance of gaining profits on a completed pattern than you do on a half a pattern.
Okay. And so completed pattern, you would just enter at the end of it.
Yep.
Okay.
I suggest you wait until a completed pattern is formed. Right? Like right here. Some people would get on this one, right?
Yeah.
You could have predicted this one, right? Sure, you could have went up on it, but that's like when you're really good. There's actually a bullish pattern in here in the middle, right? That's a 22 trade. I got a bullish on a bullish. You guys see it?
Yeah.
There's actually a bullish here in the middle. There's actually a bullish here in the middle, right? And then there's a little baby bullish. There's a little baby bullish right here. right? That is a bullish on a bullish, and that is called a 22 trade. And then look what it did. Then it started going up, right? It didn't go
But
up.
you would
It didn't go up on the first one. It didn't. It had to do that. Dropped here, and then it went up.
but you wouldn't enter that until it crosses a signal line right after the pattern's complete.
Yeah, I wouldn't. I would start looking at my TDI right here,
Okay.
and then it, wait till it hits this. I see this M. I'm like, oh yeah, that's gonna this is a total bullish. And look how strong that. This is a 4 hour. Look how strong that is. This is the 4 hour. Look how strong that got out of there after it completed the bullish. This is a
Could you actually open up the TDI so I could have like a visual of like what it would look like?
4 hour. You don't use a 4 hour. You don't use the TDI.
Oh, okay.
I'm just showing you on a bigger time frame.
Okay.
But that big move, right? That move to get out of there was like 216 pips.
Wow. That's crazy.
Yeah, and then this one right here, like, this is a strong bull. What are we on, UJ? This is strong, but but we have a bullish right here in the middle, right? I think we analyzed that. There's a bullish here in the middle to make it rise a little bit, but it can definitely, go back down. But you always want to respect the pattern. Respect the pattern that it can go this way. You always respect the pattern. If you see a pattern form, respect it, get out. If you think it's, oh damn, the pattern's form is going to go the other way, get out.
So how would you know if it respects the pattern if it starts moving that way or?
You see how we respect. Let me go to it right now. So right here is a zone right here. You can also use your sun to help you, but if you go to the 115, let's go to the 15. So you see how I'm zooming in and zooming in?
Yeah.
So that's how I see, and then right here, you see it's going up and down and respecting this zone, right? If this continues down and breaks it, then it'll continue down. But if it respects it and goes up, then it's a strong bullish, and you can take that.
Something just happened to the screen. It's like showing like I don't know.
What about now? Come back? Did it come back?
No, it's still on like this little like.
Leo, it's showing your corner, the Trader's Way account.
Yeah.
What about that?
Yeah, it's a whiteboard now.
All right, cool. And then so let me go back to it. So we're just seeing how it respects this area, right, for it to rise.
Okay. So if it were to go past that area and close under, then it didn't respect it.
If it goes lower, right? Look at this. We have a sweet spot right here. Look at pin the sweet spot. If it keeps respecting the sweet spot, it's gonna go up. But if it gets past it, then this becomes a support and continues down.
Oh. Okay.
You just use your TDI, see if it's oversold, overbought. You want to make sure your RSI is perfectly. So if this is let me go ahead and bring out the TDI. So if I bring this out, right, I'm not ready for the buy because I'm near the Bollinger Bands, and this can go down, right? The only way that I would take this trade is if it's down here on the Bollinger Band, and I am near my 30. I am more confident that it's going to go up than it is here because it can still continue to drop. Does that make sense?
Yeah, so that's what you mean by selective, by seeing the patterns and then seeing if it's overbought or oversold and then entering?
Yep, I'm going to look at my TDI. It's here in the Bollinger Band. It has to go down. It can't. hardly likely that it will bust through that Bollinger Band. So I wait until it like gets down here at least, and then creates W, and then I get my entry right here. If it likes to bounce off that, that's my better entry than I am here.
Oh,
This is like I'm forcing that trade to go up.
oh, I see. So right after it crosses the signal line after the pattern's complete.
Yeah, this right here I do not trade because if I'm looking for to go up to the ups going up, right? I'm gonna wait until it's down here first.
Yeah.
This is not ready for me. This is more someone that's like right here. This would have been more ready for me. You see this one right here?
Yeah.
This jump went up, but obviously it didn't complete the pattern. That's why it kept on dropping. It's
So it
because
would be
that pattern was not ready. It
okay.
needed to go lower.
Okay.
That's why you have to make sure your goal, your map is correct, and your pattern
So
is.
like this one right here, if I wanted to enter that, I would draw the bearish out, and then right as soon as it is under that signal line, I would enter it.
Yep.
Right at the fifth, right there. Wait, I mean like right there.
Yeah. You see this bounce? When it starts to get trapped under here, and it's using that, that's a good drop.
Okay.
Especially when that signal line and this liquid 50 look like they're gonna cross, right? It kind of like crisscrosses it and forces that trade to go down.
Oh, I see.
You see that?
Mhm. I
And then-
see why it's. Oh.
What's that? And this is divergent. You see this? This is divergent down, and on price action, look, it's just like straight. This is actually when it does that, and this is pointed down. It's strong to go down. You guys will learn all this divergent and all that other stuff.
It's so crazy how like this point is lower than this. Wait. Yeah, I just confused myself. Yeah, that point is lower than that, but this one is higher than.
Oh, what I know, like the market is gonna drop, is because this is a stop hunt. This is a stop hunt, right? This is a strategy of what market makers do. Actually, stop. They come up here, drop, right? Drop here, and then they go back up, go back down, and they go up, and then go here, and then they go up. You see, it's angled. You see, it's angled. So this is the same thing as going. It's the same thing as going down, right? It likes to go down and slowly go up. That's a stop hunt, and then it goes back down. And if it tries to go up, it'll go back down. I believe this is going to go up because, look, it stopped already. It stopped doing that type of movement. It's just working the third level.
The intraday levels, right? Because it's 15-minute.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Any other questions? Everyone follow on me?
Yeah, Leonard,
Yeah.
can we go back to that last, or below that screen up there where it was consolidating on level 3? Another reason that we think it'll go back up, right? Because it needs something about heading toward Monday, right? To get back to where it was on Monday. Is that correct?
Oh, so sometimes the market will try to get back. You're talking about this. You believe the market will come down here and then try to go back to where it started on Monday. Right?
Yeah. Yes, that's what I'm thinking.
So, so the strategy, right? Sometimes it won't do that because it'll go up, right? It'll go up. If this 200 comes over here and the market goes up to it and respects it, it can go back down 3 more levels. 1, 2, 3.
Oh, I see. Yep.
It won't.
Like a reset?
Yep. The resets happen at the 200.
Okay.
Right? It'll come up here. If it starts respecting that 200, it'll drop more. If not, it'll continue and come back here for Monday.
Got it.
I actually see something that's like super clear. Looks weird though on the price action. Oops. Could I draw it?
Yeah, go ahead. Go on the screen.
Okay. All right. 1 second. Oops. Wait. One sec. I'm gonna flip my phone over because the thingy. Uh. Is that right? But it looks really weird on the price action.
What is that? What are you trying to draw?
A bullish, but sorry, I should
Yes, yes, yes. So on the price action, you don't see it, but on the TDI, you will see it. And the TDI is very strong. You see, you couldn't see that pattern on here, but you see that on TDI.
Yeah.
You could have took that entry to go up. It happens
Yeah.
all.
Right there. Right at the.
And then right here, look at this bearish pattern right here. We got a bearish pattern right there. A bearish pattern right here. And you could have took this drop right here.
Oh. That's crazy. Are there levels in the TDI too, right? Or no?
Yes, you can see the TDI. You can see the TDI and the levels. You can see the stop hunts. You can see the stop hunts. This one doesn't really show it, but on the phone you can see it more. The algorithm on the platform is not as it does not look like the phone precisely.
Yeah.
The platform is more of a smoother type. The calculations are kind of different from the phone. The phone looks different. But there's some indicators on the phone that we tighten it up, and it's more stronger, and we'll release those on November.
Okay.
We changed up TDI a little bit.
Changed up the game.
Yeah. Any other questions? There's 21 of you guys. There's only one person.
No, I don't have any more questions. It's been awesome, though. Appreciate all this knowledge.
No problem. I'm here.
Same here.
All your questions that you ask me will help future traders because it helps me become a better mentor. So the questions you have are probably questions of future traders. So you guys are making me stronger also. So just throw them at me. Okay.
Wow.
We can stay here all night, but
Question.
Yeah, go ahead.
The EMAs, I'm trying to put them. I cannot put them. It has to be like 5 of them, right? 5?
No, the EMAs that you guys are gonna receive are just yeah. You are gonna receive 5.
So how much like you put it? The first one's 200 and
this is 800. This is 200. You have a 13, a 5, and a 50.
yeah, because I have to set up my. I don't have them. I only have 2 that 12 and 8. That's it.
12 and 8. Oh, that's from somewhere else.
Yeah.
Actually, Beto, one of our mentors, did a grind yesterday, I believe, on MT4 basic setup. So you should definitely check that out. It's in the Telegram.
Let me write that. Let me write that down. You said the first one 800.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's gonna be 800, 200.
800, 200, and
50,
50,
5,
5,
and 13.
13.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna put that now. Thank you so much.
Yeah, no problem. You guys got any other questions for me or the other mentors?
Nope, I don't.
All right, guys. You have no other questions. This was a surprise line grind. I like to surprise the ones that grind.
I love it. Love it.
Love it too. I appreciate it so much.
Sometimes I'll
Yeah.
pop up here and help you guys out.
So grateful.
So definitely, sometimes I'll just surprise you and pop up. But these next couple of weeks, you might not see another one because we are trying to perfect your platform.
Okay.
So we want to make sure that's done right because we want to do it once, but improve it. But we want to design something for you guys to easily understand the strategy.
Nice. Appreciate that.
Forever thankful
No problem.
to all of you guys.
All right, guys. If you guys are good, I see you guys on the chat again. Thanks for joining us, and appreciate it.
Thanks, Leonard.
Yep. Thank you, Leonard.
You guys-
Thank you, Leonard.
No problem. You guys have a good night.
You
We will. Won't be able to speak, but it's fine.
I recorded this one. Whenever it renders, I'll go ahead and we'll post it.